Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Clark Schmidt. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. LeMahieu is there. Over to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Angel Martinez.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
That's to third. Over to first. Yep, great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Just missed. Two outs, bases empty. That one fouled off. Outside low, ball two. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Guardians go down in order. Guardians nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in New York. And today's starter, Luis Ortiz. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone. And another ball. Pulls that one foul. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next pitch is outside. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
The 2-1. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed. And you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, David Fry. Schmidt back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
One out, base is empty. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strike.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
On the ground. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians fail to score. They trail things here 2-0. here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera. The wind of the pitch. Now that's smacked to right center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Off balance feed, there's one. Out of Santana, two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And next for New York, Trent Grisham. Foul ball. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him. First base.
And next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Rice batting second in today's lineup. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play. And there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Now fly ball to right center. Martinez on the move. And that is the third out of the inning. One hit, one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Will Wilson. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
And takes low for ball one. And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Runner at first with no outs here. Strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Nope,
just missed. Well struck right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Kwan stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Chisholm fires to first in time. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for strike one. In the dirt, but kept close. To third, tag, got him. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here is Aaron Judge. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And the slider just misses.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Judge rips that one. Martinez makes the catch. One away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Tap foul at the plate. Bellinger's a brilliant defender, whether in the outfield where he won a Gold Glove in right, center field, or at first base. The footwork he attributes to playing soccer as a kid. And Bellinger is a huge Premier League soccer fan. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Goldschmidt. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Line drive, and that'll do it. Yanks held in check. They lead it 2-1. Start of the 4th, and now the center fielder, Angel Martinez. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. That one lifted to left. Bellinger sizing it up. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to Goldie. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fought off foul. That one misses. And the count 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. To the right side. Handled by LeMahieu. Throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And up next for Cleveland, David Fry. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
2 outs. A little bit low. And the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Guardians leave 1. They're down 2-1. here in New York, bottom four, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The wind and the pitch. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Martinez hauls it in, and there's one away. J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Bounce to Santana. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Grounds one to short. Arias tosses across to first, and that is the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Gabriel Arias. Schmidt back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That misses. Now 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
High fly ball, right field. Judge snags it, and there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Will Wilson. Singled and scored his first time. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Swings through that.
One ball, one
The
strike.
Guardians trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That missed by a lot. 2-1. There's a strike. That one misses in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. That's a strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. That one misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Guardians 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Martinez coming on. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The toss to second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're through 5. Yankees 3 and the Guardians 1. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. And that one fouled off.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And a pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So the batting order turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. 0-1. The Yanks leading by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That misses the zone. 1-1.
1-1.
Just missed. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe slings it across. 2 up, 2 down. Angel Martinez digs in now. Has grounded out a couple of times. That clips the corner. On the ground to short. Zips it to first. Guardians go down in order. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Yankees 3 and the Guardians 1. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Cade Smith.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Bellinger up to hit. 1 for 2. The pitch. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. And Bellinger is out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
On the ground, Wilson to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Matt Festa preparing to come on if needed. Enright getting cranked up as well. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball popped up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. Yankees 3 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brent Hedrick. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one outside, and that is ball 1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And a big swing and a miss.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Fry in the box again, takes the strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And that just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one hammered. And it stays fair.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. His home and away splits there. Fastball is outside.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Chisholm, 1 at second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Santana makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera. And foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 2 in this one. That to right. Noel in position. And there's 2 away. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. First pitch misses. Esquera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. The Yanks leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Back in the Bronx, here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. Hedrick measures 6 feet 6 inches, 27 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. The shortstop takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Top of the zone for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now here is Will Wilson. And there's a strike. The Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering misses, and it's 1-1. It's softly on the ground to third. In the dirt, nice pick.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Naylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's even up.
Outside.
And strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Colby Allard. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. In now is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice.
Number 49, Colby Allard.
And there's a foul ball. Allard fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Festa getting loose out there. Enright also getting ready. This one in the air. Hauls it in for the out.
And although you like the fact that a guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That's ripped. Base hit. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Judge around second. Coming home. He will score. And they lead by 3.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. 2 on, 1 out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 11.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. In the dirt.
0-1.
This one in the air. Wilson. That is the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Scott Jefferson. A chance at his first save of the year. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Inside, and it's 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Next pitch is outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Yankees up by 3. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count.
2 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Martinez stands in now and watches strike 1. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long